Wild World by Cat Stevens. La 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 la. Now that I've lost everything to you, you say you wanna start something new, and it's breaking my heart you're leaving. Baby, I'm grieving, but if you wanna leave, take good care. Hope you have a lot of nice things to wear, and a lot of nice things turn bad out there. Oh baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile. Oh baby, baby, it's a wild world. And always remember you like a child girl. You know, I've seen a lot of what the world can do, and it's breaking my heart in two, 'cause I never wanna see you a sad girl. Don't be a bad girl, but if you wanna leave, take good care. Hope you make a lot of nice friends out there. Just remember there's a lot of bad and beware. Oh baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile. Oh baby, baby, it's a wild world. I'll always remember you like a child girl. La 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 la. Baby, I love you, but if you wanna leave, take good care. Hope you make a lot of nice friends out there. But just remember there's a lot of bad and beware. Oh baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile. Oh baby, baby, it's a wild world. I'll always remember you like a child girl. Oh baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile. Oh baby, baby, it's a wild world. And I'll always remember you like a child girl. Alrighty, there are 7 main chords in this song, and 3 others, just a variation of a single chord during the breakdown before the chorus. And let's go over them. They're also all diagrammed out in the file I sent. So let's just break it down, I guess, piece by piece. We have the verse, we have the sort of pre-chorus, and then the chorus. So 3 simple in I guess structure, but difficult in execution. And we start off with this progression, and I'll just go through it once and then go through each chord. Why the hell not? And it starts over again. So we have A minor, D, G, C, F, D minor, and then E. A minor. Let's go with this. I'll go, I guess, from from pointer finger to pinkazinks. How about that? That might work. So Mr. Pointer Finger will go on the first fresticle, second strilara. Middle finger goes on second fresticle, fourth strilara, and ring finger goes on second fresticle, third strilara. So right under the middle. And let's see, the bottom 5 strilara are strummed, leaving the big one at the top muted or just not touched at all. And then we go into D. Pointer finger, second fresticle, second fresticle, third strilara. Middle finger, second fresticle, first strilara. Ring finger, third fresticle, second strilara. And it's just the bottom 4 strings that are typically played with that. Do-do-do, nice and happy, yeah, one minute. Then we go to G, which is kind of a huge chord. So we don't even use our pointer finger, at least in this song. You can do it. That's a G shape. But with this song, it's easier to sort of do this shape and have your pointer finger ready to move around and switch to, well, like the next chord, C. Doop, 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 doop. So there we go. G is the middle finger, 5th strilara. What was I doing by fresticle or strilara first? I can't remember. Oh my god. Second fresticle, 5th strilara. Ring finger, 3rd fresticle, 6th strilara. Pinkazinks, 3rd fresticle, 1st strilara. So we have 6, 5, and 1 all the way down there. So it's kind of awkward to play. Oops. It's kind of awkward to play like this. But as soon as you get used to it, you kind of... The shape is weird just because it's really big. You're stretching across all the strilaras. All the strilas. And it's kind of intimidating. But you can do it, and it's probably the second hardest chord here to do. But we'll get to that. So the next chord is C, which this entire song seems to be written in the key of C. Although I'm not classically trained at all, so I could be totally wrong, but it just looks like C. Looks, sounds, and feels like C. So, yeah. Pointer finger, 1st fresticle, 2nd strilara. Middle finger, 4th strilara. Yes. 4th strilara. 2nd fresticle. And ring finger, 5th strilara, 3rd fresticle. And then we go into F. Excuse me, F is very difficult. Bar chords are really, really difficult to do at the beginning, because you have to basically press your entire pointer finger down on the fresticle that you're playing the major chord or minor chord in, or whatever chord that requires a bar. And it's kind of painful at first. It also feels kind of weird because you're not using the tip of your finger to press anything down, so you don't really feel like you have too much control over it. And initially what tends to happen is people press down with the very end of their finger, but not the base, so you'll get like muted things at the bottom, as opposed to like a solid sound. But that just takes practice, basically, getting used to that. So F, pointer finger, first fresticle across all stellara, then middle finger, third stellara, second fresticle, ring finger, fifth stellara, third fresticle, pink as inks, pink as inks, fourth stellara, third fresticle. And then we go into D, which is kind of nice because you could just sort of pivot right here around your middle finger to get to D, or D minor, sorry. That kind of makes it, nice just because your middle finger doesn't move from the fresticle, going from F to D minor. The rest of your fingers do. So let's get into that. Keep your middle finger on the third stellara on the second fresticle. Pointer finger on the first stellara, first fresticle, and ring finger on the second stellara, third fresticle. And just to give reference, D major is the D we played earlier. Sounds kind of brighter. And then D minor. So you kind of hear the difference there. You can hear minors a lot more when you play the upper or the higher stellara, because it's more trebly. You can hear that piercing sound a bit more. Then from D minor, we go to E, which is basically an A minor moved up the stellara. So each finger moves up. Pointer finger, first fresticle, third stellara, middle finger, second fresticle, fifth stellara, ring finger, second fresticle, fourth stellara. If I'm stellarizing and fresticulating all over the place and not in any order, the pictures should provide some reference, so I don't totally screw this up. So there's E. And so all together it goes A minor, D, G, C, F, D minor, E. And that goes through a couple of times. So we go and the and beware part, or nice out there. At that point, you go from E, so and beware. Oops, sorry. Totally fucked that up. And beware. It goes from E to G, and then that breakdown, they get to the chorus, is just a G7, G6, G5 style, and all those numbers are basically the note added on to the basic G chord. That's pretty much it. In every chord, a definition of a chord is just 3 notes played simultaneously. And the reason why these all sound good and things like that are because they're all part of the same scale. And we can go over scale sometime, because it starts to make a little bit more sense. It's like breaking down 8 plus 8 into 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. You can kind of see how the individual pieces make up the sounds you're creating. But yeah, so from the G, we play a G7, which is probably the most annoying chord to play because it requires your pointer finger to be on the first stellara, first fresticle, and then your middle finger to be on the fifth stellara, second fresticle, and ring finger to be on the sixth stellara, third fresticle. So a lot of times what will happen is you'll accidentally mute a couple of the stellara when you're doing it. But it looks like basically a blown up C chord. And then the G6 is just removing your pointer finger from the first stellara and just using your middle and ring fingers, leaving them there. And then the G5 is putting Mr. Pinkazinks while keeping your middle and ring fingers up on stellaras 5 and 6. Pinkazinks goes onto the second stellara, third fresticle. So altogether it sounds like so you can kind of hear how it descends into C and goes into the chorus. The chorus just uses the same notes we went over in the verse. C, G, sorry, F, and then the breakdown, G, F, C, so that it just sort of orbits around C major, that C chord, in the chorus, and it sounds pretty cool because it goes one way and then the other. It kind of sways back and forth as you play those chords. But the breakdown parts, those are relatively difficult. It's actually just a descending C major scale. And there's C right there. C's down here. But then it flows really nicely into that G chord right afterwards. So that's pretty fucking cool. Like, it's cool what you can do with, even what might be considered like simple things. Like that's a C major scale that's not altered in any way, and yet it flows really evenly and nicely into the rest of the chorus. It's really fucking cool. So that descending part from C to G goes like this. Pointer finger, second stellara, first fresticle, and then second stellara open, then middle finger, third stellara, second fresticle, then open, then ring finger, fourth stellara, third fresticle, middle finger, fourth stellara, second fresticle, and then open, and then ring finger, fifth stellara, third fresticle. So altogether it sounds like. But it's easier to break it down when you kind of count out the notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can practice, 4 at a time. And just go slowly with that. Go as slow as you need to, because it's even if you learn it really quickly, and you keep playing like, yeah, I can play it at speed. Guaranteed you will fuck up more often than not. That is a mistake pretty much everybody makes, is to, oh, I got it, this sounds fucking cool, I want to keep playing, oh my god. It does take a little bit of time, but it's way more satisfying when you actually solidly play each note like really well, and then when you get to playing as fast or faster, feels way more solid, and I don't know, just really good when you can hit it. So excuse me. So you go then into G, F, C. So that part is just pretty much all Mr. Ring finger and third fresticle on the 5th and 6th Strellara. So right after C, ring finger, 6th Strellara, 3rd fresticle, and then 5th Strellara open, ring finger, 5th Strellara, 3rd fresticle, twice, and then 5th Strellara open again, and then ring finger, 6th Strellara, 3rd fresticle again. And I tend to add in another open A Strellara. It's just basically to keep flow going for myself. Playing solo. Cat Stevens plays with another guitarist, and it sounds, whenever you have two people playing together, you can kind of complement each other and fill in really evenly, and make it so that you're not like basically looking like you're shredding while you're just playing chords over and over again. But you can play around with it eventually down the line and fuck around and stuff. But for now, just and especially getting used to not hitting the open strings, the open strulare, really, really hard, because they tend to rattle. And they'll be much, much louder with pretty much any guitar except for like a solid electric guitar. As in, like, there's no acoustics at all with those things. It's just all pickups all the time. And that's pretty much it. Yeah. So seven chords to basically go through the verse. A minor, D, G, C, F, D minor, E, and then the E, G, G7, G6, G5, C, G, F, break breakdown. G, F, C. And there you have it. So you can play along with it. There's an awesome recording on YouTube, of course, and a couple of live recordings to it, which are great because you could basically see how they play. And I probably played a bit too fast. I tend to speed up when I'm nervous and playing in front of people, because I don't do that, like, ever. But they got like a really cool timing with that song. And I think one of the live versions, they play it at a slightly different speed, a little bit of different tempo, and it sounds ever so different, but pretty kick-ass. Thank you for introducing me to him. I did not know. I was blind, but now I see, Father. Yes, if you have any questions, or if you all have any questions, let me know. Anyway, au revoir, chérie. Toodles.